Harry and Meghan choked. Queen bestows Edward and Sophie Sussex's role and titles over royal tour. Prince Harry appeared at the Invictus Games and said it is our responsibility that the world is the way it is now, leading one commentator to suggest he leads by example. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have been told to give up their royal titles if they really want to create a more equal world. The comments made by foreign policy analyst and correspondent Niles Gardner come after Prince Harry's comments to children at the Invictus Games were highlighted. Prince Edward and Sophie, Countess of Wessex, have been given a series of suggestions to follow for their upcoming Caribbean royal tour, following the controversy that marred the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge's visit last month. Edward and Sophie are the latest royal couple to embark on a royal visit that marks the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The Queen's youngest son and daughter-in-law will visit Antigua and Barbuda, Grenada, St. Lucia and St. Vincent and the Grenadines on a trip lasting from April 22 to April 28. Their trip comes shortly after Prince William and his wife Kate completed their own Caribbean royal tour. The trip, dubbed a charm offensive, saw them visit 3 Caribbean nations, Belize, Jamaica and the Bahamas. While in Jamaica, the royal couple were met with anti-monarchy protests and were accused of projecting an outdated colonial image. Kate and William rode standing upright in the same Land Rover used by the Queen and Prince Philip during their 1953 trip to Jamaica, and many branded the move as tone-deaf. Addressing a group of young journalists, Prince Harry suggested it was inappropriate to bring children into the world if you didn't intend to change it for the better. Speaking of his children, Archie and Lilibet, he said he wanted them to grow up in a fairer world, a safer world, a more equal world. It's not going to be easy, but I will never, ever rest until I have as a parent at least tried to make the world a better place for them, because it is our responsibility that the world is the way it is now, he added. I don't think that we should be bringing children into the world unless we're going to make that commitment to make it better for them. We cannot steal your future. However, in response, Mr. Gardner has said that if Harry actually wanted to effect change, his own lifestyle might be the place to start. Taking to Twitter, he said, "A good start would be for Meghan and Harry to give up their royal titles, which they should no longer retain after relentless attacks on the British monarchy. The couple's decision to step back from their roles as senior members of the royal family in January 2020 has meant they haven't appeared regularly with other royals since, although they may play a role in the Queen's Jubilee celebrations. It's been touted that they could make an appearance on the Buckingham Palace balcony during the Platinum Jubilee celebrations, although they won't have any formal role in the proceedings. The reports that the Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been invited to take their place alongside Her Majesty the Queen and other members of the royal family, following the Trooping the Colour ceremony, to witness an RAF flypast from the Buckingham Palace balcony on June 2. As Prince Edward and the Countess of Wessex prepare to jet off for their own tour, starting on Friday, experts have weighed in on how the pair can avoid similar controversies. The quotes a palisades having said royal staff need to do more homework ahead of the trip. William and Kate were forced to alter their tour schedule after political protests, and also came under fire for pictures showing them shaking hands with children through a wire fence. The outlet quotes a palace old hand as saying, "There was a failure of groundwork that was probably the result of a lack of practice over the past 2 years, when no tours have happened." He expects the Sherpas on the Wessex's tour to do what we always did during recce's and planning visits: vet all events with local groups first, and, at all costs, avoid traditional dancing, fences and a setting sun, all of which are irresistible to photographers and end up looking dreadful.